Hi everybody, this is Roxana, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I haven't posted in quite a bit. A lot of things have been going on in my life, a lot of challenges and new things, opportunities, and I've stayed away from YouTube, but I have been posting updates on my Facebook page and my Facebook group. So if you want to follow me there, you're more than welcome to do so. You can look me up as Roxana, Hello Gorgeous, and you'll find my page there. But what did I want to talk to you about? Well, today is August 7th, 2018, which means that exactly a year ago, I underwent gastric sleeve surgery. I had my surgery at the JFK Bariatric Center here in Lake Worth, Florida, and it was the best decision of my life. Why do I say that? Because more than a weight loss journey, which the weight loss has been incredible. I've lost over 116 pounds and I am from 285, which was my highest weight. I am down to 165. I am wearing a size 8, which I hadn't worn since maybe the 7th grade. But more than the weight loss, this has been eye-opening, and this journey has helped me reunite myself with my old me, a happier me, a more enthusiastic, a more vocal, a more participating me, a more confident me. And for a very long time, and I think I've mentioned this on Facebook, but not here, for a very long time, I hid behind anything. At first, I started sharing my thoughts on a personal journal that nobody ever got to read. And that later became a blog that nobody really ever got to read or get to see. It was for me. It was my space to share my struggles, my sadness, my frustration, and my anger. And it's hard for me to say because I'm a mom and I have 2 kids that I love more than anything in the world. Um, but I was very unhappy for a very, very long time. And I didn't know how much of that had to do with the fact that I was missing out on things. I was missing out on things not because people didn't want me to participate in their events or they didn't invite me to their parties or things like that. I was missing out because I didn't want to attend. I was too angry and too embarrassed with myself to actually put myself out there and be with my friends and be with my family. The only thing that I did for years was go to the movies with my aunt maybe, and then when I got married and then when I had kids, I did things with them and my parents, my immediate family. But I haven't seen my best friends from high school or college in I don't know how many years. I've been here in Florida for over 4 years and I haven't seen any of my friends that also live here. And all of that had to do with the fact that I was embarrassed, not just of how I looked, but I was embarrassed that I was so sad and so disappointed in myself because I had let myself go. So, this journey and this surgery hasn't just changed me physically. I think the greatest change and the biggest change has been in my personality. Um, I feel like myself again. I feel like I can share a lot more things. I feel like I can participate in things and that I can do things. And that is what I'm most grateful about. I had surgery with Dr. Simon and Dr. Kaza, like I mentioned, at the JFK Bariatric Center. And to say this has been easy would be a lie. There are a lot of posts and a lot of videos out there where they say that this is a walk in the park. People think this is easy, but only the people have been through it can tell you exactly what it is. And I've always been honest and transparent about my journey. It hasn't always been the easiest thing. And it's not because it's physically difficult, it's because it's a mind game. For example, as a Hispanic or a Latino in our communities, when we celebrate things, we do so with food. When we're sad, we often go towards food to deal with our anxiety or our sadness or to reward ourselves. And after having surgery, that is something that you can no longer do because you're physically unable to. Let's say you go out for pizza and they order all these different kinds of pizzas that look amazing. You can barely have one slice, or at least I can barely have one slice. And like I said, I'm a year out. I went to have ice cream the other day with my kids and my husband, and I didn't ask for the largest size because I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it, but I thought I would be able to eat, the small portion. I thought that would be fine. I ate the small portion over a period of 4 days. And some people may not be okay with that. I really don't mind. My family is already used to, inviting me out to dinner and us going to a restaurant and just having me pick at my food and take everything else with me. And I'll probably eat that 2 or 3 days or the rest of the week, depending on how big the portions are. And I'm okay with that, but not everybody is. I know a lot of people that don't go out after surgery, and they did before. They are less social now than they were before they had surgery. In my case, it's the opposite. But it was because I was embarrassed about myself, not because I didn't want to have a social life. So if you are considering having this surgery, just know that this is not the easy way out. The easy way out would be to keep eating like you're eating, to keep doing what you're doing and not change anything about it. Doing the surgery requires a lot of self-discipline. It requires a lot of guts because you have to be brave enough to face whatever comes your way. I had no complications after surgery, but I know a lot of people that have had some type of complication. So that is something that you always have to be prepared for. Having a great support group from your surgeon, your nutritionist, a therapist, that is also very important. I know a lot of people that go to surgeons and they either pay out of pocket or they go to Mexico where there are great doctors, but they don't have the support system in place. They don't get this full packet with information and this type of thing that even when you think you know everything, and even though you think that you've browsed a million websites and you've done a bunch of research, you're never prepared for all of it. You always need to know that there is someone out there that you can call, that there is someone out there that can answer your questions. So if you're considering surgery, do your research. Make sure that you're ready, not just physically ready, because that's the easy part, but that you're mentally ready for what's going to come. There's a lot of highs, very, very high highs. Like going to a store and being able to buy clothes that you haven't worn in 16 or 20 years. That's an incredible high. Being able to go to a park and get on the swings with your kids, it's an incredible high. Not being afraid of not fitting into a roller coaster, that's an incredible high. But there are also some very low lows. You have to be ready for loose skin. You have to be ready for your changes in your mood because your hormones are out of whack and you have mood swings. You have to be ready to be cold all the time, even though you're probably the person that was always hot. You also have to be prepared for the changes in your relationships. If you don't have a strong support system at home, if you don't have a partner that is willing to go through the process with you and support you, and that is going to put up with you through your highs, your lows, your sad days, your good days, and your bad days, then take a step back, really think about it, consider it, and decide if this is what you really want, or if that is the relationship for you. Like I mentioned, I am exactly 1 year out. I am extremely happy. I am very excited about what is to come. I am nowhere near my goal. My personal goal is to lose another 40 pounds. My surgeon's goal is for me to lose another 15. I really want to start exercising and doing that on a consistent basis because I really do need to do something about the loose skin. because I do have loose skin. And I guess I expected it, but I didn't think it would affect me this much. When you're dressed, you look fine. But when you're undressed, when you're naked in front of the mirror and you look at yourself, you're like, wow, is this really better, or did I really look better with, my rolls full of fat? But just think about all that and make the decision that's best for you, and keep watching these videos, because I watched videos from other people before I had my surgery, and they helped me out, and they really, really answered a ton of my questions. So again, that was just a brief update. If you don't follow me on Facebook yet, you can certainly do that. I'm also on Instagram. And I will make another post soon. Have a great day. Bye.